And we're back to more Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Save. So,
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, got any stories?
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
Well, what about the Sith?
The Sith had gone, retreated into their empire. They sealed themselves off from the rest of the galaxy. We thought it would be centuries before they'd come back. It's amazing that they could rebuild their fleet so fast. But at the time, it looked like the galaxy was in our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars. It was not your ships or your men or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance. It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
Well,
your choice.
Yeah, as much as I wish I could. HK.
Statement. HK 40. Affirmative. State.
But we're not smart enough, are we?
But I need those circuits, Master. Supplication. As.
Sigh. So anyway, here we go. First things first, our lightsabers. So, Rupat's not bad. But hey, we could do that. Attack. The thing is, I'm not entirely sure what the attack difference is between damage. Also this. Damage for special group droid. Bonus physical 3 spin. The bonus against droids and bludgeoning and physical and yeah. That's also keen. There's like some things I just don't really know. So here's the thing. How much is the damage? 721. 620. Attack modifier would better. Damage for droids. Yeah, I think Rupert's still the most for damage energy, but huh. But attack modifier. Huh. Keen. I think I still prefer my Rupert, honestly. I mean, that's not... I thought this was the really good one, but it's not exactly. It's good against droids, but yeah. So anyway, what to do with your lightsaber? Firstly, green. We go Cayenne. It's not bad. Viridian. No, we don't need Viridian. We already have a Tony UCC Viridian. We're Silver. Silver's not bad either. Orange. Orange reminds me of... Orange is bad, but you have to go. You go purple. I mean, I can't go wrong with purple. It's just... It's not bad. We're gonna have him have purple. Because, you know, why not? Then we need a lightsaber crystal for him, so... Why not you get the one that's gonna... Yeah, you get stun crystal and the droid one. Why not? See, what does Bachelor have? Sigil, which is not bad. And Operion, which is Master Crits. Nah, it's fine. Let's see, armor. Oh yeah, you need one of those, don't you? Simple. Touches Fet's fine. Channy's fine. I thought Channy was fine. Game, what are you doing? Game, please don't tell me you crashed. I'm gonna be pissed if you crashed. Game. Oh, it's not that it crashes though. Well, maybe it did crash. Yes, it crashed. Fuck's sakes, game. Oh, no, it hasn't even shut down the outro application. It's just sort of remaining now. Great, super. That says it's denied, eh? Well, that's different. I don't know why it decides to do that shit. Also, hey, we still need to improve energy cell, but we almost got his thing upgraded. Mind you, do I have anything else for anything else? No, I don't. I think I put another scope, but yeah. Hell if I know what to use that scope on. Maybe one cars... That's not one cars blasters. Maybe one cars blasters, but I'd prefer having an extra scope for his upper blaster. Really need more upgrade parts. But they're hard, they're pain to find. They're gonna be really stupid in KOTOR, by the way. Like, there's numerous different types of upgrade parts, to a point where it's just irritating how many there are. And this is mostly simplified. Especially for armor. There's 2 things you need for armor, that's it. 4 things you need for blasters, which is this. 3 things you need for swords. 3 things you need for a lightsaber. Well, 2 things you need for a lightsaber, just 2 power crystals.
Hey there.
So much about
Maybe if we get these
Yeah, gotta go do that. So, Zalbor, do you want to talk now? Something didn't change. We're still about, not sure what places are more about you outside. Including how to read the for maybe I'll come back to that. But not now. So, maybe what you said. Let's explain why what's still going on. Sabers responsible for what happened. Trying to show me that you are greedy. Outsiders can be used. I just think bleeding. You don't know. That's what you need to do. I will use this as advantage. I have a lifetime of orange. I myself, that's what I have to say. Well, so know, Salvor's still
Yes.
not someone we can talk to. Something wrong.
I have been bothered by something of late.
What's up?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
Were you hitting on me?
You self-centered fool. To think that I would desire to mate with one such as you, should that even be possible. You are the center of the universe. What does it matter if my homeworld was wiped out by your actions? Who cares if it is because of you that everyone I knew as a child is dead?
What?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld.
How do you hate you?
It was my home. If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
You know, I like how she's taking this worse than Mission did. Like, Mission was just... oh well. Let's move on. Juhani's like, F you all. Well, I don't know, Scarce, I do, I need to.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
Maybe you should go talk to Mission about it. Yeah, go talk to Mission about it. So hard to lose your entire past, you would not. Technically, no.
I suppose
let's not
that
get
is to be
into it.
expected. Everything will turn out for the best, as long as we remain focused on our task. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Honestly, you should go
Yes.
talk to Mission.
It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
Mission got along fine. Oh wait, she lives in the Undercity. Ooh.
There was always the danger of Rakuls coming up from the sewers, or more
But
mundane
these are lower
predators
cities,
living
not
and working in the
Undercity.
area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Mission got along just fine. Why didn't you go seek out Mission and get help?
And of course, there was the constant bigotry
Well,
and
yeah,
hate
there was
from the
that.
more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes.
going to
But
murder him.
I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human. The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order, the one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians, she was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point, if there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris, but then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Fled from
Another story For another
Great,
time.
super.
For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can. How may I... What is it you... Taris was my home for many years. As much as I hated it, it was still home. A rat hole, a warren, a paradise. I suppose you could call it all these things. For me, it was hell.
Like, I have to look this up. This is just bothering me right now. Like, is there no conversation between Juhani and Mission? Because they both lived on towers, you'd think they would. But I don't remember seeing anything about Juhani and Mission. Like, Mission got over towers just like that. Juhani's just constantly complaining about towers now. And she's a Jedi. She shouldn't be complaining this much as a Jedi. Ugh. Huh. Nah, I don't see anything about them. Really. Which is unfortunate. Meh. Oh well. Shrug.
But it was precisely the people who made it so bad. To walk down the streets, to have people look at you in disgust, like an animal. Most did not know anything about me, but it was there, all the same. Because I was an alien, because I was different from them, frightening. I doubt any of them had even seen my people before. So they persecuted me. They looked down on me and my family. Charged us more for food, would not let us walk their streets. They spat on us. You are human. You could not possibly know.
Well, KOTOR to frickin' Mission. Ask her how it was.
That is true, I suppose. But it is much more obvious for someone like me. There were no other KOTOR on Taris. No one to talk to, no one to confide in. But you must think me weak for saying this. But I am strong enough to admit it.
Why are you telling me all
I
this?
do not know. I have been keeping it inside for so long. I thought you might understand. You do not seem to fit in exactly with the others. You are different.
I am different.
Maybe I am weak. To think that some stories of my stupid past could possibly interest you.
Well, Bioware says they have to.
I thank you. You are kinder than I would have expected to put up with me using you in this way. I hope that I will not use your time so badly in the future. Thank you. How may I be of...
Oh
What?
God.
Of
Okay,
course.
finally. It's like, there was like 3 or 4 conversations in a row. T3? T3. Yeah, but see, my whole point is, both her and Mission over Terrace. The thing is, they designed Juhani to be like, oh, I was a lesser race on Towers, and I hated it because racism is bad. And so they treat me badly, and I don't like it. And then my planet got blown up, and that makes me angry, even though I hated the racism on the planet. It's like... Well, we have missions from Terrace.
Hey there. What can I do for you? Well, sorry I can't... Maybe if we...
Like, missions just like, meh, I don't give a damn about terrorists. Like, it sucks, but oh well, we gotta move on. See, that, like, mission handled that so much better than Juhani. And for some reason, I clicked off screen. I don't know why. My mouse was still in the game. It's like it just suddenly went through to the windows behind the thing. I don't know how it did that. But yeah, it just bothers me because the whole thing is... like, missions just completely fine. Zalbor lives on terrorists for a while. He doesn't give a single shit. Like, even while on terrorists, he's like, this is not my home planet, I don't care. Like, there's just problems with character designs. Because Juhani's playing that whole racism is bad card, right? Which, you know, Bioware and the whole SJ, social justice warrior agenda. Forgot about that. I didn't think there was that much in this, because, you know, they had entire planets full of racism, like terrorists and stuff. Back at Baldur's Gate with the whole drow and other stuff. But then you get into like this, and it's like, Juhani, why do you exist as a character? Why are you making this a big deal? Mission didn't bring up any of that. Like, Mission's like, yeah, sure. Hell, Mission was racist too. Remember how she insulted the Rhodians and all that? Like, yeah. Like, there's just inconsistencies with what Bioware's doing. And Juhani's just... it's like, they want a character that's just gonna complain about terrorists. Complain about it being destroyed, complain about the racism now. When you had, what, 2 other characters from terrorists? You had Mission, who's moved on, just... it's just frustrating. It's everyone doesn't give a damn. He just doesn't give a damn because he's poorly written as a character. Like, his whole thing on Kashyyyk is either trying to basically tell him, hey, so this is why I did this, and makes him just turn sort of to the dark side with the whole, yeah, outsiders can be used for profit and stuff, and you should move on, advance, and not pay attention to the old traditions. Or you could basically have had him side with his father and fought back against Chandar, and things would have been good. But still, that resolves Zalbor's story, and he doesn't have anything really after that. It's just Kashyyyk, and then he's done as a character. And T3 has nothing really going on. Zero Tang. Bastla, we still have story technically with her, but we can't talk to her because it could potentially break the romance.
How can I help?
So yeah.
Then I suggest we...
Can we talk about the planet with her?
What do you need?
And Karf just wants us to go to Corvin, which I don't want to go to Corvin yet, so... let's just go to Yevon 4 and be done with it. Oh, by the way, about doing things.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malik. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malik?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
So public. And then the ship's gonna self-destruct because you destroyed that terminal.
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive if possible.
As you command, Master.
Bidorf Bandon, his apprentice. Woo. Oh, by the way, yeah, before. It's just problems because Bioware, well, you've seen Baldur's Gate. Even before Beamdar took over, Bioware did pretty well with Baldur's Gate. And then they came out with this, and this isn't bad. It's just, if you look closely, you can see the flaws in things. Do I want to try to get you guys to conversation again? Probably not. But we'll try. We'll try. Then I need to change a few things too. More dexterity. Hey, that means you could get Bridget's gloves back. We have strength gauntlets because you're a lightsaber. Because you wear lightsabers. I forgot about Sour, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh well. I cancel that party. Oh well. Let's throw you guys up. I don't know what to give you. What's recommend say? Tree entry? Okay. Feet. Conditioning. Yeah, sure, why not? And you just keep leveling those things up. Powers. Oh, what do I want you for? Powers, affliction, whirlwind. You don't really have much points in anything, so yeah. Herp. By the way, Trandoshan.
The color of her mesh under the sky.
Just cranky to patslimo. Chi ita kanki chanak.
Nasz efterlyst en annan list. Esre kan de kasten ervoor.
Achua penki. Yun patisa. Ichuba.
If I'm not going to tear your second force, leave now.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Ki mulira kunkin. Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tangitwana.
By the way, he has not one of those, but he has a heavy exoskeleton, which is fucking expensive as shit. Oh, so this armor. Look at that. Of course, you don't know what the upgrades do to it, but yeah. Jeez, that's expensive. Oh, so he has a assault blade now, too. Which is upgradable. Also, he has his outgun, which is not bad too. And a weapon that's good against droids. But yeah. Okay, so we have advanced stabilization gloves, which are sort of like what I have, I think. I think I have those. I think I bought them from him, actually. But here we go. Advanced combat implant, which is... I mean, that's just silly. The advanced sensory implant, which is what we're using. Fire stabilizer, which isn't terrible. Composite heavy plating. We're gonna want that. Now a droid shield, we could use that. But no. Yes. Unlimited flamethrower and stun ray. So, you know what that means? It means we can literally set HK to droid support. Because that means he can just basically cast those things a limited amount of times. Besides shooting things. And now for the fun part. What do we want to do? I could want that, but the armor. The armor so lightly tempts me. That'd be very good for us, technically, but I'm probably not going to switch my armor. Just like this is very good. This could be very good too. Then there's that, which could also be good. But anyway, what I really want to do is I want those gauntlets right now. So we're going to buy those gauntlets. But I don't know why I bought this armor. It's not really being used now, is it? What can I sell? What can I sell? What can we sell? Well, I could sell all these, apparently, but no, they're not worth much. Huh, I get more money for that. I could sell the mines anyway. I get a decent amount for that. Oh, melee sense, but I don't need those. That means I don't need this, or this, or hell that. If we don't need those. Don't need that. Precious belt, gloves, grenades, crystals. Okay, buy list. So honestly, most of the implants, might want that one, just cause it exists. But we will buy these gloves firstly. And then we can buy that. So I have to make some of my credits back. I feel like he gives me a better deal than most merchants. Which means, yeah. Problem though is that's not even really enough to buy that. Well, buy that. Which I might want, actually. But I don't know if I'll actually use it. So, trying to think if there's anything really else later that I may want or not. You know what? We'll come back later. I may buy it later, because they're still coming back a third time. The only problem is you come back after you get all the star maps, which is basically towards the end of the game. So much strength gauntlets. You have that one, which isn't bad. I mean, it's dexterity, which gives you much more increases to that, so yeah. Okay, so we still need, can't switch out people. So, not bad. Those droid things are gonna come in handy. That gives us a whole way to change HK up again. Promise, I'm not sure if it's actually that useful because he actually does better to shoot with those blasters. Because those things are a bit too strong. Just a bit too strong. So, while we're here, Carf, I don't know what to do about you, Carf. I guess I could give you Bridget's gloves. Okay, Will is... No. Where's Jolie? Jolie has the strength ones. Which are not bad, I mean, gives her 2 strength, which she doesn't really need 2 strength. Could use the debts more, honestly, so... Boop. Advanced sensory thing isn't... Wait, no, that's me. The hell does switch back to me for? Okay, Rhino Combat, it's not bad. I mean, critical hits gives awareness. But advanced sensory also gives him more dexterity. Besides, dexterity. As his lightsabers, torture and night robe. By the way, yep, torture and night robe. So then we can get to the strength amplifier. Who needs strength amplifier? Well, here's the thing, you could use that. Wait. Where is Zalbar? Zalbar. There you go. And then we get the strength gauntlets, which... She already has strength gauntlets, so we have an extra pair of strength gauntlets. Which, hey, hell, don't say I don't give you anything. Alright, Zalbar's got his retinal compound plant, which is not bad. Someone needs to have a response package that I don't know who to give to, because no one really has implants except who I gave implants to. I guess that's that one so I could just sell, probably. Oh, wait, you have one of those. But not high enough level for that. Shame, really. Oh well. I can actually increase that, I suppose. Boop. So you're fine with that. You're fine with that. Looks like I give a bad one to someone else. That one. Who did I give the advanced one to? Oh, I gave that one to you. Okay, let's change things around a bit. There we go. And you got that. Yes. So, flamethrower replaced with that. Stun ray. That's compared to. Okay, that's fine. Place your armor. So he even has more armor. Because he's ridiculous now. I'll go here to scripts. Attention to Jedi Droid Sport. So yeah. He will use equipped droid utility items now. So he can stun things and set them on fire. Yay. Okay, and we still have that, which is it's not bad. I mean, saves and strength. That's that. I haven't really found anything I really like for implants for myself, really. Reddit's armbands, you know, not bad. Verified prototype shields, not bad. So anyway, yeah. Car's fine. Guys, Mandalorian melee shield. Here's Mandalorian melee shield. And then Channy doing shield. Okay, so everyone's nice and equipped now. Yay. Okay then, so now we go back to, well, first we go talk to Joe.
Got something on you.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Oh, frightful.
Do I ride him?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
If you don't answer...
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Does it come out of my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Ooh. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
There's supposed to be some hidden.
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
And?
Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Yeah. Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you? Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo! Got something... Oh, I get it.
Oh, wait.
Got something on you. It's a ship, to be more... And that's about all I got. Oh, I get it. Got something...
Maybe I hear it.
Well, I suppose I could whip up something, a few herbs and such. You do know that the best alternative is not to get... Well, not to say that you go leaping into the path of blaster fire or anything, but I know how you young people get. Here, take it.
Joey. Anyway, let's just head to where we need to go. Tattoo or something like that. Boop. Oh, we're gonna be attached on the way to Tatooine. Let's find out. Oh, we made it without getting shot at. Yay. Oh wait, we've done stuff. Does that mean everyone wants to talk again?
How may I... What is it? Of course...
Apparently not. What were you saying? How much is I suppose? Yes, or no, so this as well. Well, there you go. It's like I should learn now. I should learn. He's learning. Isn't that great? Anyway, let's take mission and hell, I don't know who to take. And let's take mission and Jolie. Oh, he brings Alvar. Nah. Oop, hi.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin? Davin Coaches?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolie?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunry would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
We could check him out.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Yeah, just by the way. Because people have their side quests. I think Juhani might have one, but do I care enough about Juhani to really investigate? Don't know. I'm sneezing. Game, I just talked to Jolie a while.
Got something on your...
Fine. I didn't actually say what you...
No, I never did I?
You're always gonna be this elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on. To bed! I'm old and tired, you know.
Well, there you go.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
No, I guess not.
There. Now, was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
You know, like destiny.
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
True. You're coming along to not offer you.
I'll remind you that you're the one who started pumping me for information. Like an old man doesn't have anything better to do. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can be all bad.
Who?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
So you're along some path.
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Joey, the gay people.
Got something on.
Anyway, tell me about
what? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunray for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunray I knew. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
Well, there you go. Anyway, hi, Griff.
You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech land for me, right?
I have several. Is that?
Sorry, like I said before, I don't have any credits on me. And Greta won't lend me any. It's like he doesn't trust me to pay him back or something. But you come through on this, and I promise you'll get a huge payday down the road. 3,000 credits. How's that sound? Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Torresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Hey, sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, I'm gonna stay out of trouble and do things right. And once we've cornered the market on Torresian ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to you, Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Torresian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, at least 20 times your investment. Hey, don't worry, you'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Torresian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even bigger payoff.
I'm gonna murder you, Griff.
Wise move. I can see you really understand how business works. Now, when you see your chance, you jump at it, huh? That's my motto. I better get started on brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll have a down payment on what I owe you.
He's not gonna be here later. He's gonna be gone. I need to do that on my home. So I'm working on repairing him. Candace, Johanny, Desto. Yeah, he's just gonna be, he's not gonna be here, is he? Would make sense. The question is how long is later.
Ki mulira kun kin. Tong hi
I don't like the sound of this.
chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi
Not surprising.
chiwa aita kan kicha na kupornibo. Topa na oto vokasa. Papa ki mulira. Cha skronki to patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Cha skronki to patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kinba mu.
Damn it, Griff. Won't you ever learn? How can my own flesh and blood be so stupid?
Chiwa aita kanki chana kupornibo.
Up, and then that quest is done.
Hey there. I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother, more than most people would have. I know it might look like it didn't make any difference in the end. Griff's in debt and on the run like usual. But at least I know we tried to help him.
By the way, if I ever see you, bro, again.
Can't say I blame you, but I'll be honest. I doubt you'll ever see Griff again. I don't even know if I'll ever see him again. Like all good con men, he knows how to disappear. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore.
Yeah, you're very mature algebra.
I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not going to dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward.
See?
So, is there anything else you
This
need?
is why I like mission. It's time to move forward.
Okay.
It's time to move forward. Johnny's just here like, you help, planet's dead because of you. Yeah. Mission didn't blame me for getting the planet destroyed. Yeah. Might as well. Maybe I should take Juhani out. Juhani. Ugh. That means I have to level her up. Like, why would I want to level stealth up? Oh god, ugh. Ugh. Powers. Fate, Master Fortune, Master Sense. Boop, boop. Fate. Yay. Powers.
Sure.
I'm not sure if she has anything yet, but, you know, there's a hero to do this real quick. Add her to the party and take her out and see if anyone shows up to accost us. Or no one showed up to accost.
How may I be? What? Of course.
Maybe we still have to talk more. Who knows? Because usually, you know, people show up and are like, hey. Did I leave this? Apparently I did leave that. So apparently there was no one here to talk to us about her stuff, so... Oh well, let's just leave. And Manon. Ugh. Ugh. Dusto, Johnny, Candace, HK47, Christmas Storefors, that. Okay, anyway. So, time to go to Manon. Big. Mitzvahs. Also dreams. Dreams. Yay. Note the bubbles. Take note of the bubbles. Oh wait, you can't take note of the bubbles because you can't see the damn thing.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manon is covered by nothing but vast oceans. The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
You know, it's one of those stupid things, by the way. It's one of those stupid things that irritates me. Because the entire planet is basically ocean, with a few cities here and there. A few cities built above the ocean. But if the entire world is basically an ocean world, literally how could we find it? Except for the fact that it's plot scripted. It basically says we'll go to, it's right, you know, near what the city is, and it's conveniently located there. Because plot convenience. Because it can't just be, you know, somewhere miles away from, in the middle of nowhere. Nope, it has to be right where the cities are. Underneath, down there, so you can conveniently go down there and get to it. Which is stupid. But anyway. Nothing new?
How may I...
I know about this world.
Manan is a water-rich world, as you may have been able to tell. With the exception of this Otto city, there is no land on the world protruding above sea level. The dominant indigenous race of the world are the Selkath, a semi-aquatic bipedal species. They are known to be very dreary and strong proponents of the power of law above all else.
So basically
the extremist policies of the Sith seem to appeal to them. They have declared themselves neutral in this conflict between the Republic and the Sith. The Selkath seek to preserve their independence by maintaining a stranglehold on the one unique resource of their world, the vulnerary liquid KOTOR, the most powerful curative in the galaxy. As the only world in the galaxy that produces KOTOR, they have positioned themselves between the Sith and the Republic, supplying both sides with the medicine equally. They hope in this way to make themselves too valuable to both to be conquered. As a last resort, they have made it clear to both sides that any attempt to attack their world will force them to destroy the KOTOR supply entirely. Any violation by either the Republic or the Sith of their sacrosanct laws incurs severe KOTOR export restrictions on the violating government. Both the Republic and the Sith try to keep the Selkath happy and give them no cause to complain. But I wonder how the Sith can take this affront to their power in stride. Many people speak highly of the integrity of the Selkath people, but from what little I have seen of them, they are disgusting little fish people. But I suppose I just have too high standards. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Like, how can you have two... Wow, that is hypocritical as everything. Wow. Okay, Bioware, you just...
What? Of course.
That is some bullshit right there. So her character So, the last time we really talked to her, she's complaining about how, Terrace got destroyed. Then she's complaining about how life sucked on Terrace because she was, a Kaffir on Terrace, and how the humans all were racist against her and all that. So she brings up that whole thing about racism and all that. Then she fucking turns around and then calls the Cellcath disgusting little fish people. Wow. Like, she's a hypocritical bitch. Like, oh yeah, I have too high standards. You just complained about how your race got treated, and now you're... No, game. No.
How can I help? Then I suggest...
Can't we talk to you?
What do you need?
Yeah, can't we talk about the planet, because...
You got it.
Doc just wants us to go find Duststone. So of course you says to find Duststone. But seriously... That's... that's stupid. Google's not going to be able to figure out anything of what I just typed. Looks like there aren't many great matches for you. Yeah. Fuck it. Oh well. And you don't have anything to say because you're a droid. Well, let's go try the mission then. Hi, mission.
Hey there. I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever So... Manon's the source for all the KOTOR in the galaxy. That's why those fish-faced Cellcath can stay neutral in this whole Sith Republic war. But I don't know much else about this place. Sorry I can't be more help, Is there anything else I can do for you?
It's just...
Okay, have it your way.
Yeah, like we know missions a bit racist against alpha races. Cut the rodents, bug eyes, and all that. But the whole fact that Juhani was is just more surprising given how she complained about that.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me about
the war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it. There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
Yeah, we murdered a lot of them.
Yeah, I came to Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
Opponents you could eat to the couch.
Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Either way, I think that by following you, I can get something out of it. Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, We should get on with our lives.
Yeah.
Is there something else you want to know?
Oh, I want to know about, everything about Manon.
Waterworld's never had much of an appeal for us to conquer. They may put up a good fight in their own environment. No match for us, of course. But they don't really have anything of value, either. The thing this world is good for is a substance known as Kolto. Kolto is the single best healing substance in the galaxy. But the Mandalore are not as weak and fragile as your Republic and Sith warriors. When we enter a battle, we carry weapons powerful enough to pulverize cities. Both in our wars and in our own personal combats, there are no survivors. So Kolto does not hold the appeal it does for your peoples. You have anything else you want to ask? Your choice.
Well, there you go. Well, now then, I believe it's time we head to Manon. Manon. I don't like Manon. I actually don't like the Cellcath. So, yeah.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Cellcath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude. No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, what's with...
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manon, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
So they're resisting peacefully.
Peacefully? Not hardly. Just look in their eyes. You can see they'd like nothing more than to kill each and every one of us. Personal-like.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do, though. The Cellcath want to maintain their neutrality, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
So, tell me about this.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manon is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Cellcath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here. You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manon, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Cellcath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Cellcath don't want to play favorites. The Cellcath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
So, you saying yeah, how the heck? This is a stupid question.
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah. Like, that's the stupidest question. It's like, so you see an ancient star map, you know, the thing that's on the bottom of the ocean? Like, he's been to the bottom of the ocean to look for it. What? Why is that question I gonna ask?
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
North, then east. Okay, that's kind of weird. Look at all this loot.
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
So look at all that loot. Look at this terminal. Look at all the stuff we can't interact with. But yeah, it annoys the shit out of me, by the way, that... Oh yeah, there's only one city on this planet. Okay. Doesn't seem actually as big as it should be. And... so the whole planet's made out of ocean, so there's just one little, well, I guess, big city on the ocean. And the star map's just conveniently right down below somewhere. Not, you know, like on this side of the planet or that side, or... Plot convenience pisses me off. The whole plan about Star Wars plans is... though they make them seem so small compared to what they should be. But those rats hanging from there? I don't know, maybe? How can you help me? Tell me boy. Try my best not to murder you. Yes, thermal detonators. You on a planet about preserving peace, you had frickin' thermal detonators. How's that for neutrality? I could buy more of those. Boop. Oh. So basically, people would buy Gizka if I had Gizka. Nope. So basically, if I had Gizka, I could sell them. Oh, hey, you're...
Hey, stranger! Mysterious stranger! Wow, look at you. A Jedi. No wonder I could never beat you. It's me, Duncan. Deadeye Duncan, from the dueling arena on Terrace, remember?
I remember.
I'm glad to see you made it off Terrace alive. Things were pretty bad when the Sith started their bombardment. But I guess getting off the planet would be easy for a Jedi, huh? Oh, there was a handful of us who made it out. The lucky ones. I survived by breaking into the military base, overpowering a dozen Sith soldiers, and stealing one of their own ships. Well, when the bombing started, the Sith sent down a bunch of autopiloted ships to evacuate soldiers from the planet. I saw one and I figured it was a rescue ship, so I ran up to it. A Sith patrol was approaching from the other side, getting ready to board. When they saw me, they all pulled their blasters. But it takes more than a dozen armed Sith soldiers to slow me down. Well, to tell the truth, I didn't actually take the Sith out. A building fell on them. A chunk of building, actually, from the bombing. Crushed the whole bunch of them. Very messy. So there I was, all alone and standing by this empty evacuation ship. I climbed on board, overrode the autopilot controls, and lifted off into orbit. The ship had all the Sith launch codes programmed in, so I didn't have to worry about being blasted from the sky. I just played it cool and tried to fly casual. In the confusion of the bombing, nobody paid any attention to my one little ship slipping away from the fleet. Once I was out of scanner range, I knew I was home free.
So, what are you doing?
I've decided to become a mercenary. Came here looking for work. I heard the Republic was hiring. But they weren't interested in me. Guess I made a mistake by telling them who I was. They'd heard of me. Seems like everybody's heard of me. The legend of Deadeye Duncan, the worst duelist of all time, spread far and wide across the galaxy. Makes it hard to earn a living, you know?
So, are they...
I have no idea. All I know is that if I don't find some way to shake my reputation soon, I'm gonna have to find another line of work. It's too bad. Hey, wait a minute. You're a Jedi now, so you probably won't be doing much dueling anymore, right? So the name Mysterious Stranger probably won't be much use to you anymore, right? So, could I have it? I mean, if everyone's heard of Deadeye Duncan, then they probably heard of the Mysterious Stranger, but nobody knows anything about you except the name. You could be anybody. Man, woman, me.
You want to tell them you're the champion?
If I say I'm the Mysterious Stranger, who's gonna know? There'll be celebrity tours, maybe some endorsements. I could milk this thing for months. Well, right up until people see me fight. What do you say? Fame? Celebrity? You don't need that. You're a Jedi. But I'm just a guy trying to earn a living. Come on, give me a break.
Duncan? No.
Okay, settle down. No need to get violent. We're not in the duel ring right now. Just forget I ever mentioned it. That's a dumb idea. I'll figure something out on my own. I probably should be going now anyway. I'm heading off planet. Maybe I can find work somewhere else. Somewhere they've never heard of Deadeye Duncan. Goodbye, stranger.
Yeah, I could go get Lightside points doing that.
Enough time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of KOTOR ready to load before my shift is over.
Exactly, it's like, I could just do that. Or else we could go in circles here.
No problem. Didn't work.
Well, isn't that cute? Well, then I guess we'll go back this way and head into the city then. Doot. I don't know why you'd ever want to auto level unless you get some cow power, levels. Oh, so high.
Hakochi Chopa!
Now what do you want?
Kuyami Juski Hakochi Oscar!
Best talk, more Prazak. I can wait for 200. Still gonna get one of those. Still haven't found one of those. So, what horrors await me this time? Do I want to roll with 14? Shit. Let's stand at 18 and watch ourselves lose. I'm already pissed off with this person. I'm probably going to force lightning them. I need to stop Rolling at that. Ugh. Dick. Don't screw it. Part one's the turn. Oh, and we lost.
Con muli sleep. Tama!
Oh, bad. Well, the road is understood. Yeah, how can you be neutral? Even stepping up yeah, no.
The Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes not leave the planet. Do you think
Obey the laws here on Manan, human.
Okay. Now think about
We've got all the proper Kolto training.
Hey, I'm working here.
Try my best not to murder them all. Try my best. So that is the west courtyard. Tell you what everything is. It's the east central courtyard. Yes. Now for the front part, remember where everything is. Horrible. Horrible place. Because there's numerous courtyards with numerous stuff in them and remember what everything is. It's fun. Hey, you're coming, Laura. That would help someone.
Jodie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Investigation skills. So he picked up on that too.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Okay, so we know where all the jails are, I think. Now go and talk to everyone else. Like, yeah, same pattern.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
I hope you're here to play some pop. So lay your...
More Prazak. Should just murdered him before he said anything. Anyway. Shit, I after all. Yeah, look at that, he just pulls one out of his ass.
Hey, don't give up, even so.
You're lucky that has to recharge. You're so lucky. That's better. Much better. You're ready?
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you.
But you have against the Achani and the Mandalorian.
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
That don't mean you're I forget. Aren't they FRAPS?
Ask what... Perhaps you should have... The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. Manan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know? Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the... nothing. Except that the Achani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Achani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone?
Well, that sounds fun.
So what?
Hi. Yeah, she kinda likes us if they got stuff. What time? There's a joke.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
Waving your blast around. Yeah, it's just for some ancient zones.
Are you some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past. Look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, KOTOR or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
Well, players have taken interest in this overview.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now.
Well,
Sure, pull up a seat. I'll have the bartender ring us up a couple of mugs of the local favorite. It's called Phyrexian Tooth. Watch out for these. They pack quite a bite. 2 or 3 of these babies and you won't even remember who you are.
So, I get what you're doing. We're going to play the drinking game.
Woo, that's good stuff. Might even be better than Kessel Spice, do you think? Never touched the hard stuff myself. Sure, why not? You know, hardly anyone buys me drinks around this place. It's enough to make a woman doubt herself, you know?
2 to 3, yeah?
Well, I might be a little giddy, but I hope you don't think I'm going to start spilling Sith's secrets all of a sudden. It'll take more than a couple of drinks to get me there. But not much more. Better not. You don't even want to know what the punishment... Well, I suppose one more wouldn't hurt. As long as you are buying. Well, I fear I am good and truly drunk. Don't you be taking advantage of me now, you hear? Shay, you're handsome. You are married, are you? Are you married?
Oh, no, it's a shit.
Seems like all the good ones are always married. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. That's not very ladylike, is it? Oh.
No question.
I don't want to talk about that stuff. Shay.
So...
It's just rumors. Stuff I heard about making sure those stupid fish people find the evidence they need. I don't know what you're talking about, but you don't need a roadmap to get what I can give ya. Yes!
And now she's gonna pass out, isn't she?
Ugh, head hurts.
Well, that's great. Right with your won't. Ah, nothing. Oh, Jesus.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Well, isn't that nice? Ha.
Are you hiring for the...
Knife.
Then why are you...
I have no desire to speak to you. I have no...
I think I'm trying not to zap you, but I might zap you anyway.
If you're here to maybe that So why you...
Wait, no question.
If you're here to maybe...
Question.
No.
Not
Not really. I've got no interest in the Selkath, other than the fact that they're charging me an exorbitant amount to stay in this world. The Iridorian over there... So why...
I am not for... Ask whatever you... Perhaps. But my business with the Selkath is my own.
Bitch.
An Iridorian has no friends, though I feel a strange kinship with you. You do not seem like the others of this world. Even the Sith here do not understand our kind. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring an Echani for the errands they had me running. The task paid well, but was boring, and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith Embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith, and there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would...
Nah.
Yes,
Well, there you go. We learned about that. Hey. Okay. If I to the several futures. Oh, look at the score. Yeah, appreciate well, okay.
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
What ladies? Well, there's one passed down on the floor if you want to talk to her. Well, you haven't. Yes, stems. You guys are dead. So what the hell's that Johnny mercenary? I don't actually know. Oh wait, here's the one over by the Sith. Do.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive.
Do I hire a missionary?
In case you hadn't noticed.
Okay. So that way is further on, I think, unless there's the cord. Unless there's just the cord. High cord.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
No, it's perfectly different. Star map? Ah, here we go. Oh, no. Okay, how about we'll let you investigate the murder cases?
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
see if I can remember how to do this. So.
Why can't the Selkath see what the Sith are really like? They should ban them all from this planet.
Yeah. So now we need to go back and talk to Summary, then talk to the people at the hotel. I'm not sure about the judges, but yeah. I don't know what the hotel is, though, exactly. Right,
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Okay, I don't think that's who we need to talk to. That's the warden, so hi, Sunry.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Laura sent me, Summary. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Selkath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Well, let's go with evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Yeah. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
So...
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial. Go ahead. How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure. Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Okay, well now then. Time to start our investigation. Which means we need to go to the hotel. There's the hotel. I don't know what the hotel is. That's the course. Alright, we're at basically a dead end over here. Which means we need to go completely back the other way. Is there a map? But so that's the High Court. That's the holding cells. That's the mercenary enclave. Fuck's sakes, game. So now I have to figure out shit. That's KOTOR processing. That's east. That's the entrance. So let's go to the east side then. Corner. And then Republican said,
"Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself."
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
We're sick, we're angry all the time. Yeah. Oh, so generous.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week. I always shop here. Tyvark's prices are the best in the city.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri. Tong hit wama agi inko tune. Or tong hit wama ji agi inko tune. Tong hit wama agi inko tune. Or tong hit wama ji agi inko tune. Tong hit wama agi inko tune. Or tong hit wama ji agi inko tune. Tong pa no kun.
So yeah, parts, med packs, armor. Pistol talking off. No. Stabilizer mask. Not bad. But no. Strength gauntlets. Don't need those. Oh, we got this. Beamon. There's a Beamon. Which, I mean, man, it's not bad. I mean, it gives you Constitution +3. Ooh, that's cute. Probably not something I'd actually use, but cute.
Malak will show you Republics how a war is really waged.
Do I have to press the lightning button? Okay, so I believe over here is the Republic Embassy. And this here might be the other. Ah, yes, this area is the Visitor's Hotel, where we need to go to investigate things. So,
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too.
yeah, so, what did you
The
see?
Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good 'cause he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
But
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Sunry left before the
Yeah, I'll tell the court Sunry left before the shot went off.
I guess this is what they call working the system. Not that I'm objecting. I just hope the Selkath don't find out about it.
Now, was there anything else you wanted? Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally, I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well, okay.
Oh, XP. Yay, XP. So skills. Boop. Powers, what do I want? Nothing you can learn yet. I guess you could learn Whirlwind. Or Force Shout.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself. Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything. You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
So she was a Dark Jedi.
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me. I was in... Yeah?
Back how I got the information we want. What's a nice word luck you got here? Gonna take those regrets and... Ooh, room source. Here's the guy okay by destination. That was closed.
Chiki kun selka, Jona mulira tong glupor.
It's like
Glupor kakinja nawabagaon. Uf mala nibo glupor.
think you know anything.
Glupor tong hitwana ji selkat agi inko tune. Glupor mulira, shuna mulira tong. Glupor picha ge borang turang. Glupor wangki. Glupor chang wapa chingo shang li chama u. Glupor tang abag shang glupor non pitesa. Yun pa.
Maybe not.
Glupor.
Oh, so I forgot to level up the droid. HK, I'm sorry, I forgot to level you up. No feats even?
Sure.
Oh well.
Glupor.
No. So there we go. So can no. This is room.
No problem. Got it.
Wait, no, this is just a Chinese mercenary.
What are you doing in my... I'm too tired.
Oh, fine then, I'm going to kill
Don't be a fool. Since the murder, there are security... Good.
Anyway. I like this. Yeah, don't be a fool. You can't do that. Wanna bet I can? So, we got some things on our side. Then a mysterious man
You,
shows up.
Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
So, why are you telling me this?
Let us just say that I'm an interested party, and that I have concerns. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes? Dear, dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Okay. Just give it to me.
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Well, save. I'm just gonna walk it. Like, I'm just gonna walk right in here, but I can't just walk right in.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic. If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else? Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
Yeah, well, I see a good start.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan?
Yeah, on the surface. Down underneath the ocean.
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Ahto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do. There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. Good. It's a logical place to start. But you should also hear about the other options available to you. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. Good. But there is one. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is the Sith base itself, here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think? Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay. Let me go in here and investigate. Aha, investigate. Control terminal. Bomb. Set. Computer
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't... Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you...
I can use the computer freely. Yay. So let's look up Sundry. Is that way? Slice through milk system. Open submarine bay doors. Disable local power grid. Oh, that sounds fun, doesn't it? Disable the local power grid. Disable FRAPS spice. Open submarine bay doors. Disable local power grid. Anyway, access restricted data. Summary incident chief. Continue. I think. Camera footage. So hey, it looks like he's. Wait. Oh, that's something interesting. So that's where what's his face is. I don't think that body's supposed to be there. Oh. Snap. Well, that's not good. Jolie, that's
got something on your... Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older. Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you?
Okay.
I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man. That's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
Yeah, well, old people love to talk about history.
Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
So you were a smuggler?
Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
So,
Why not? There were millions of people crying out for aid. What else was I supposed to do? Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use. Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Ukadish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the force had abandoned me, as I remember. Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day Well, that was the day I met my wife. You know another way to get a wife? But yes, okay. That's when I met her. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Well, there you go. Anyway. So, what's his face? Henry shot the person. Let's decrypt the Sith path. During sequence 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16, 22. Okay, maybe not. Oh god, I hate that. You know what? Yeah. Four, 8, 16, 32. 4, 8, 16, 32. 32 plus 32 would be 64. Divide. Oh, I'm stupid. It says right there what it is. 28, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. That's essential. Oh god. 3. Don't make me do math off the top of my head. I'm just trying. Yeah, okay. Just no. Before my head starts first. No. I could figure it out, but that would require me to think. I don't really feel like thinking. We could interrogate the prisoner. Or I could just break it to the hangar.
Have you met?
No.
Time is a critical factor.
I just go break it to the hangar. Probably. By the way, so the Sith Embassy has stuff we need to find out too. Huh. Game? Are you crashing on me? Game appears to be crashing on me. Okay, so, yeah, that didn't go well. Stupid crash, I had to redo the Republic Embassy. Done, and here's where we were. There's a shady road in here. This was our Hulas we're supposed to come to at some point.
Con muli slimo po.
Why are you saying it going
La boda na winkis. Ya tuka.
Business?
La boda na winkis.
Oh, well, let's see what we have. Shady Rodian, what do you has? You has one of those, which I need one of those. And the rest I don't give a shit about. Thank you, Shady Rodian. There's Hulas, though. Which party's legend. He had to come alone, didn't he? Boop. Boop. Hi, Hulas.
Kakincha nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku. Kakinja na wabagaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa yishun kun. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwa aita kang kicha na jupornibo. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tong hit wama ji kona. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun. Chiwa aita kang kicha na jupornibo. Kun muri ra. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchu. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko. Chiwa aita kang kicha na jupornibo. Kun muri ras. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchu apenki. Topa na oto bokasa. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek.
Wait, that what's his face? Oh, that was Aiden something.
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hiwama ji aki inkotun. Tong panokun. Jiska dosoki kopa. Tong hiwama aki inkotune. Potong hiwama ji aki.
Okay, so I have to do that low, though. Low. Well, if you say he's in the Republic base. Oh jeez, where am I? I got all lobbed into a wall. Well, if he stays in the Republic area. Oh hey, just suddenly exists. That's cute. Oh, that was cute. Job done. Wasn't that cute? Just by the way, job's done. Didn't talk to anyone, didn't get seen by anyone, just boop boop and done. Oh, that's snowing.
Uchua penki. Tong hiwama ji.
Dogger's dead.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inkotune. Chunamuri. Tong hiwama aki inkotune. Potong hiwama ji aki inkotun. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inkotune. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras limo poiwanga. Tong hiwama ji. Human ak inkatune. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuriami jusku chitanai, tong hitwama aki inkotune, potong hitwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuriami tong hitwama aki inkotune, potong hitwama ji Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, tong hitwama aki inkotune, potong hitwama ji aki inkotun, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inkotune, chunamu, chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun muli ras, Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami ju tong hitwama aki inkotune, potong hitwama ji aki inkotun, tong pano chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inkotune, chunamuri ra. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami ju chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun muli ras chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inkotune chunamuri ra, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, chiwa aita ka chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi ki
all that stuff.
Chiwi.
So hey, now we do bounty hunting. Which hey, I think I ever really did the geo hunting. At least I don't remember. Just remember, you don't go back with your party members to them. Which is sad. Bones I need to end this video soon too. It's been over 2 hours, so. Anyway, to the east courtyard. Which I think is where the swoop racing track is. And the Sith Embassy. So by the way, you could walk right into the Sith Embassy, but that's stupid. Probably take the hangar. Seems like the easiest bet, probably.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind this.
I could move.
Hooked Jax is insane. He just smashes through everything to the finish. I guess we should expect that from a Gamorrean.
So Sith Embassy is over there. That's what, spook racing now? Whoa.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic. I have no desire.
Sorry, but you're too late to... And why are you...
I'm trying to make this not to zap people. So this is what, this was registration? Oh, that was back. Oh, hell, there was some...
Tiska du sukiku ba na bona na gachu tuinkotu topa da bunkwalya gandonago chuchut kabachi kuita donga yalamo inkapun jiloba mulirani bobo wango kumbeska gang ba mamarulira.
I don't know. I remember Jerry Alcroft calling them reuse, but I forget what they are. But anyway, we're gonna save and hope the game doesn't break my save again. So yeah, next time we will do spook races, find a way into Sith Embassy, because apparently when you go into Sith Embassy you get things for the whole Sundry case, supposedly. Even though I'm pretty sure I could just go tell, I could probably get through the Sundry case now if I really wanted to, but anyways. I actually need a break from this, so yeah, next time, hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day.